Alright, hey guys, so I know it's dark and I know the picture probably isn't that great because I'm filming on an iPhone right now, but basically in this video, we're going to be building a koi pond. So thank you so much to Awaza for sponsoring this video. They were the ones who are able to make all this happen right here. But basically Awaza agreed to send over some equipment to build this pond, so that's what we're doing today, or over the next few days I should say. Here is the area we're working with. Ignore these two spray paint lines, but basically I'm going to be doing this corner of the grass. To give you an idea, here's a walkway. There's a lot of grass on this side, little walkway, barbecue up there, and then here's where the koi pond is going to be. So as you can see, I have it spray painted out. I plan to make it around 3 feet deep, and it's going to be around 1,600 gallons. It's going to be very simple, and I'm basically just going to start by digging. I'm going to focus this pond around the koi fish because that's what I love, instead of plants. So I'm not going to be doing any like ledges or anything. I'm going to try to make it just one steep down hole with a lot of hides for the fish, which I'll show you later down in the video. But today we're just going to be starting by excavating some of this dirt. I'll tune back in when we've got some headway done and when the Awaza stuff shows up. It's a few days later from that last clip, and here is where we are today. As you can see, it's looking very rough. I started by tearing out all the grass. That was the first step. Went ahead and tore all the grass out, and then I went ahead and started digging. As you can see, we've gotten pretty deep so far. I mean, nothing crazy, but then I got hit by a huge rainstorm, just tons of rain just downpouring, and as you can see, it turned it into kind of a muddy mess. All over the stone over here is just all mud, basically. But the Awaza stuff showed up today, so we'll go ahead and go do the unboxing of that, and I'll keep making headway on this. So as you can see, we have a lot of boxes. This isn't even actually all the stuff. I have 5 boxes here, and then I have the 6th box over there because it's too heavy to fit on this table. But basically, I'm going to go ahead and unbox all these items, show you exactly what's in the box, show you some key features about each item, and why it's so crucial to the environment of the pond. So I'm going to go ahead and clear everything off the table and go ahead and just do one at a time. I'm going to go ahead and start with this box right here. All right. Now, I'm not exactly sure what this box is because it wasn't labeled, but it looks like in this box we have a few items. First being our hose right here. Now, this is obviously super important because it runs the pond, basically. This is what will connect to the pumps, the skimmer, filtration, all that. I'll show you that down the road. Another thing in this box was a little letter written to me by the person I talked to at Awaza. Thank you so much for helping me. You really were the one who can make all this happen. They also went on to mention, you know, all the stuff that is included, all the stuff we're going to be unboxing today. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, though, as well as a little guide about their indoor aquatics, which I'm sure I'll be interested in down the road. Next up in the box, we have a hat that says Awaza. Obviously, I have to be repping their merch right here. And then inside of this big box is a smaller box. So this right here is actually the pump, or basically the heart of the system. What's going to keep everything running, what's going to keep the water flowing. Looks like we have another box inside of another box. So this right here is the Aquamax Eco Premium pump, as you can see. The reason it's called the Aquamax Eco Premium is because it has an amazing flow to wattage ratio, meaning that it uses less power than other comparable pond pumps that would pump the same gallons per hour. So this is 3,000 gallons per hour. It also has a 5-year warranty, and it is made in Germany, so you know it is made to last. All of Awaza's products are really made to last and are able to withstand rigorous temperatures and stuff like that. This pump's actually designed where it has 2 water intakes, meaning that right here in these little nozzle, it will suck water in through an attachment like a skimmer or something like that, and it also sucks water through the entire grate of the pump, meaning that you actually get water pulling from 2 different sources in the pond rather than just one. And then it will go ahead and pump it out just like a normal pump. And in the box, we get our standard little fittings and stuff like that. Here's the pump itself. As I mentioned, water will all be sucked down through here. However, if you want to, you can open this little cap up right here. And this will allow you to add another suction inlet right here if you wanted, say, a skimmer to be run off this, stuff like that. Next item up is the Aqua Skim. And the skimmer right here is what's going to allow us to keep the surface of the pond clean. Here's the actual product itself. As you can see, it basically hooks up right here to the suction inlet on the pump we just opened, and it goes ahead and strains all the leaves and stuff out of the pond through a little basket right here. Easy to empty, so you don't have to ever skim your pond by hand. It'll all just end up right in your skimmer. Everything that comes in the box is pretty self-explanatory. You have the parts that will allow this to connect to a different pump. You have the body itself. You have this piece which will screw on right here. This is what allows you to pick the water level of your pond. It is adjustable. You have the shroud right here in the basket as well. The basket simply slides right here and the shroud simply slides over it. This is what will balance like your water level when you want to empty the basket, or when it's full of leaves, you'll just pull this off. go ahead and dump your basket out and put it back in. Next up, we have the waterfall with filtration. Now this right here is actually the waterfall or the spillway, which will be dumping water back into the pond. This does have built-in filtration, so in addition to the pressure filter, this has some filtration as well. The spillway is 16 inches wide, and this does have a lifetime warranty. In the spillway, you have the spillway itself, but you also have some other things inside. So this is the little cover right here. We have the manual. We have a large piece of sponge, which will help polish the water and make sure the water's crystal clear. We also have some big old things of bio balls. This is basically just biological bacteria, or a spot for biological bacteria to grow on in the filter. Then we also have a whole bunch of fittings. And it is large enough to give us a nice constant stream into the pond. Next right here we have the actual pressure filter, which will be cleaning the pond, making sure the water's all crystal clear. So this is a Filto Clear 4000. It does up to 4,000 gallon ponds that are no fish, plants only. And it does up to 1,000 gallons with heavy stocked fish load. We're probably in the middle of between low stocked and heavy stocked, so this filter will work perfect. So in the box, we have the canister filter itself, as well as a whole bunch of adapters and stuff like that, like these clear pipes that all affix to here, so we can go ahead and actually see what's going on. That's what the clear pipes are for, so you can see the color of the water exiting the filter, so you know when it's clean. And there's all the stuff to connect it to hoses and stuff like that. Inside of the filter itself, we have a whole bunch of sponges, as you can see right here. And all these sponges will basically work as a biological filtration and as a mechanical. Now when this is in the casing itself and you want to clean it, all you do is switch this valve to wastewater. Your wastewater will start pumping out here, and just pump this lever up and down, and it squeezes all these foams out to make sure they're always clean. We have this little box next. And in that box, we just had one more thing of tubing, to go ahead and connect all the filters just in case one wasn't enough. Last but not least, we have the liner right here. This is 15 by 20 feet, and this is the thicker one, as you can see right here. So this should last up to 20 years. So this is a super heavy duty liner, super, super heavy. You'll go ahead and see me actually laying that in the pond later in the video. All right, so here's everything once again from Waza. Thank you so much to the team over there for making this all happen. I cannot wait to put all this stuff to use on my new koi pond. So once again, if you have any questions about Waza, I'll go ahead and leave links to all their products down below and a link to their website so you can check out their equipment for yourself. That is pretty much it for this part. Let's go ahead and flash back to actually building the pond. I spent an hour or so just cleaning everything up, got all the water out and dug most of the dirt and kind of mud out of there just to kind of get it to this. It's super packed down now, so I might use a jackhammer to kind of break it up. With the waterfall placed right there, still have to go ahead and reconfigure that and get everything all lined up with the rocks, stuff like that. But here's just a quick update. I'd say we're a foot deep, so still have a lot of work to go, but here's what we have so far.
Later.
Hey guys, so I thought I'd go ahead and kind of chime in, give you a little update. So it has been a rainy mess, basically, where I live right now. It's the middle of winter, and it's just been raining a ton, but I finally found a break, 2 of the days, and was able to really put some digging in. We're about 2 feet deep, 2 feet 2 inches around there, and I think we're going to go ahead and actually stop right around 2.5 feet. 3 feet just with my soil is a little bit difficult because it's basically all clay and rocks. So none of this can actually be done with the shovel. Basically what has to happen is you have to use, or what I've been using is a rototiller, just to kind of till it up, break it all up, and then go ahead and just scoop it off. So that's been working pretty good. It's just extremely time consuming. But as you can see, depth is actually pretty good so far. So basically our waterfall is going to be right here. Then we're going to have the skimmer right here, the pump right down there. So it should all work out good. We still have a lot more work to go. But I thought I would just give you a quick little update. We still have to reshape some of these sides right here. But this is what it looks like so far. So definitely work in progress. So as of today, here's how we're looking.
3 days later.
Okay, so I went ahead and shaped up the edges a little bit more, and then went ahead and put down this tarp. This is going to be the underlayment. Still have to smooth it out a little bit, but this is what goes under the actual pond liner to protect it. Even though the Waza pond liner is super durable, this is just an extra layer of protection because my soil is super rocky. So I made a little ledge. This is where the skimmer is going to sit on, just easy access to pull out and empty the basket, and the pump will be right there. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of trim this excess tarp down, go ahead and smooth it out a little bit, and then we'll actually put our real liner in. So basically we just went ahead and took the tarp, kind of just draped it over the pond. Once it was draped in, I just stuck the hose in and started filling it up. I went ahead and also grabbed some large river rocks just to act as a substrate, just to make the pond look nice. I also went ahead and tried to smooth out some of those creases while I was in there putting the stones down, just so the liner kind of lays correctly. Then it was about halfway full. I went ahead and installed the skimmer and the pump. As soon as the skimmer was placed, I went ahead and dug the hoses from the pump and the waterfall back behind this wall to where the filtration is. That is the canister filter with the UV light. So I dug all those pipes underground just to make it look a little cleaner. Still have to go ahead and actually plant stuff here. Once the pond was filled up, I took the liner and I just went ahead and cut it, kind of shortened it down a little bit, and then went ahead and just placed stones all the way around it. Tried to hide it as best as I could. Same thing over here. This row of stone, the liner all went under it, and then same thing on this side. So the liner is hidden pretty well with that part, but the only issue I have is that right here you can see the liner a lot, and you can't see it on this side, and this is just due to the way I guess our backyard was built, is that the patio area is just a little bit above the grass, so it's uneven. So that's an issue, but obviously that's not an issue for everybody. But besides that, I went ahead and filled the pond up completely, turned everything on, and here we go. So like I said, I went ahead and threw some rocks down there just to give it a little more of a natural look. We have the skimmer right there, we have the pump right there, we have the waterfall right there. I went ahead and put a few flat rocks kind of to disguise the waterfall. Still gonna get a big rock to cover the top. And then I still have a little pipe that's going right down here so the fish can hide in. I'm gonna probably get a terracotta pot or something to hide this pump right here. Another spot for the fish to hide in. And then we'll be ready for fish. I already went ahead and added some Seachem Safe. So water's all conditioned and ready. I have some bacteria stuff on the way, and we should be ready for fish very, very soon. So that is it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed the process of me building this entire koi pond. Once again, thanks to Awaza for sponsoring this video with all the equipment. Stay tuned if you want to see updates. I will be getting fish for this pond very soon, so stay tuned for that video. Also, I will be making little improvements here and there, maybe getting a pond lily, stuff like that. But here is where we're going to end today's video because I don't want it to be too long. Stay tuned to see me adding some beautiful fish to this pond. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.